How many times do I have to tell you that Putin is the biggest terrorist in the Middle East and in Europe? If you turn on the RT television propaganda bullhorn, you will see repeated references to the rape that occurred in Cologne at New Year's Eve. Similar rapes occurred in Helsinki. And now I ask you, would the Arabs, if they had their own agency, would they be raping persons from a Pacific country such as Germany who does no harm to them? Or would they be raping in Moscow, whose army is attacking Muslims in Syria and making aggression on that country? Now I ask you to think, just think for a little moment. Would the Arabs attack Pacific Germany, or will they attack those who are indeed uh, making aggression against ancient Islamic lands? Of course, Putin is behind the rapes in Cologne. He also organized the Charlie Hebdo massacre, and he is the greatest terrorist in Europe. And of course, America has to deal single-handedly with him because European countries have no army, have no foreign policy, and really have only America to thank for their post-war prosperity that is now ending. The situation is very grave, particularly for Europe, because there is no unity, and it has to be worked on. I mean, unity of European countries has to be improved and worked on. And so now I have said it before and I'll repeat it again. Putin has lost the war. Russia is now in free fall. We don't know when exactly the explosion will come, but when it comes it will take away Edina Rossiya, Putin's party. It will take away everything that exists in Russia today, because that country is so unsure of itself. It is so dreadfully destroyed by the old Stalin. And I only ask you to think, in whose interest is to do problems in Europe, to bring all these refugees. Of course it is in Russian interest. I have to remind you that after the Turkey joined America in the fight against Russia and of course downed the Russian plane, many interesting things have been happening. So many interesting things have been happening. because Turkey now does not, I said it before, that Turkey has uh, played a part when she pretended she's Russia's friend. And Russia said, well, take all those refugees into Europe. So we will say that Europe is under attack by the bloody Arabs, and Putin is the only one who is responding. So Turkey has now stopped the flow. Of course, Russian ally Greece has transported the refugees to the Balkan countries, from which they go then into Germany. But I have to remind you that Germany has big demographic problems, and several American geopoliticians have said that this will have dire economic consequences in the future. So perhaps they took about 1 million of those people, many of whom, no doubt, have relations with the KGB, and KGB, of course, has organized at Putin's request the rape of men and women in Cologne, Helsinki, and in other cities. We have also came into the possession of a threat that was made by the Islamists that caused a few train stations in Munich to be evacuated during the New Year celebrations. So let's now hear this tape where the Islamic terrorist is threatening Germans with attacks on New Year's Eve. Hello, this is Ahmed, yes. I want to say to you I love Muhammad, I like Islam, and I will attack Germany, yes. Please, I will attack in half an hour time your train station in Munich. So now you have heard the threat that was reportedly made by the Islamists. So, the Islamic threat in Europe will cease when the Putin regime ceases, and judging by the oil prices, it will not come. It will rather come sooner. It will come sooner rather than later, because with oil prices below $100, Russia simply cannot finance the KGB and its international operations. Thank you very much. I'll hear and see from you very soon again.